Danielle, this is your general reading, order 4598. So this is yours to keep. You can rewatch it as many times as you wish. I would recommend to watch it by yourself first, and then if you wish to share it with another individual, then you're more than welcome to, okay? But you can rewatch it as many times as you want. You can pause it, you can rewind it. Again, it's totally up to you, okay? I'm pretty sure you got a reading from me in the past, but just as a reminder, as my cards come out, it's like past, present, and future. I have my computer here. That's where I'm getting your energy from. Please let me know how it resonates with you so that I know that I got the right energy, okay? So, I feel like there's a lot going on with you. The holidays were hard for you, weren't they? Were they like overly hard this year? Like, just you couldn't get in the groove of things. You just felt like it wasn't really the holidays, you know, that kind of feeling. Yeah, I think it was really hard for you. I don't think it's like just winter blues kind of deal. I think it's like more than that. Let's see what else comes out, or let's see what happens. And I do pause the video unless something is coming to me while I am doing shuffling in between decks too, just as a heads up. You're trying to do too much, dude. You're trying to please everything, everyone. You're wearing too many hats. You're trying to do everything. Okay. So the first card that comes out is kind of like the tone of the reading. Yours is Pluto in transformation. Notice the butterfly. Notice how it's a little darker. Notice the imagery on it. Pluto, you're a water sign. I am like 99% sure that you are a water sign or a couple water signs in your big three. So your sun, moon, and rising. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Because with this coming out first, you are going through a transformation. Like, again, that's why you've been kind of bleh, because of this transformation. Pluto is ruled by water. Water represents, I'm getting huge goosebumps. Water represents intuitiveness. You're going through an awakening. That's why you've been so... Okay, so, transformation, okay? You were going through a transformation. That's why you feel like you're in a little bit of a darker time and you're kind of very depressed. You could be a little bit of anxiety going on too. You might be having trouble sleeping as well, okay? So I think you're really focusing on another individual too. I think it's a friend. I don't think it's like a love interest of any kind. I think it's a friend because of how they came out. Because we have reunion and soul ties, and then we have receive and open, and then we have integration and union. So I think there was something that happened with someone that was important to you in your life that kind of disrupted things. And I think that this reunion just kind of happened because of it. And this is part of your transformation in your Pluto aspect, okay? So again, this is kind of previously. This person, again, you had a reunited togetherness, okay? And that, but you have to still be kind of open with them and open to receiving feedback from them. And it's gonna it's gonna be like you're integrating with each other again. So you have that union together so that you have to kind of trust each other again and have each other's back again. I think this is still weighing on you. Whoever this is. It happened in the past. I think they're still hanging out. They're still kind of around you. I don't know why I'm wording it like that. That's really odd. But I hope you know who I'm talking about. Now we got water that came out. Okay, so we got this at the front, and then we got that person, and then we have this after. So this is, notice how we're calm and we're kind of just hanging out in the water. Okay. So she almost looks like a mermaid in that picture. Do you like mermaids? I have a feeling that you have a fantasy with mermaids. Not obsession with mermaids, but you just like learning about them or like the aspect of mermaids. So this is about, it brings you peace. I think that you like water in general. Not just having showers, not just having baths or swimming or those sorts of things. It's calming to you. The sound of water, the sound of rain, those sorts of things you identify with the most. Do you listen to thunderstorm sounds at night? That's very random. And I'm getting goosebumps. I think that helps you and calms you. Autumn and harvest came out and it's in the middle. So I think that something either happened this past fall to kind of make this kind of start snowballing for you. An event happened in the fall. And I think that it's going to come full circle this coming fall because it's right in the middle. So I think that this time of whatever you're going through, it's not yet over. Unfortunately, you're going to have to tough it out for a little longer. Okay? Well, a lot longer. You might be feeling a little bit detached or cold from other individuals. You like your alone time. It's like you're okay with other people, but you'd rather have your alone time. And you've been a little bit more distant from other people lately because of how you're going through all of this stuff, okay? I think you really need to ground some more because Earth came out after that. So, and Ace is really sticking out to me too. I think that if you have a friend that is an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, I think maybe not the Tauruses, because they can be stubborn. But I think that like they will help you ground a little bit just by hanging out with them because earth signs are naturally grounded. So hanging out with them will help ground you, especially if you are a water sign. Okay? So I think that whoever this person is, I think they might be an earth sign. I could be totally wrong on that. But I think they have earth in their chart that's gonna help ground you. Because you got a storm coming up with this whole autumn circle thing going on, because you have a storm coming up. It's going to be kind of like a tower moment. Storms come in all shapes and forms. I don't know what it is, but it's going to test you and it's going to test your transformation. You're going to be resisting this. Okay. Whatever this storm is, you're going to be resisting it all the way because it's going to be bringing out a side of you that you don't want to bring out. Okay. Notice these two cards, very, very dark kind of looking cards, okay? And even with these, they're dark looking cards. You're not wanting to go there. But unfortunately, I think that in order for this to come to full circle, you have to go there or at least explore that option in order for you to get through this crap and through this storm. Okay, that's coming. I think the storm might actually be starting to brew right now. I don't know what it is. But you are going to be very guarded from it. You are going to be resistant to it. And you're just going to be like, I'm throwing up a wall. See you later. I'm done. But you can't. You have to work through it. Okay, this is something that I don't think you can just ignore. And sweep under the rug and just leave it there to fester. Because it's gonna come raging. More than what it actually is. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is third eye and clarity. So I have a feeling that once you figure out and how to deal with this storm and how to go about working this storm and what avenue you need to go to get around it, not get around it, but head it on, like know how to go through it, get through it. It's going to bring you clarity. And it's going to bring you up a notch with your transformation. I think that a lot of this has to do with your intuition, because your intuition is linked not only in your gut, but it's also linked to your third eye. So notice the third eye. Okay. So I think that whatever this is, you need to start trusting your intuition more, because I think you're doubting your intuition. You might even be dreaming lately regarding this stuff. Let me grab another deck. I'll be right back. All right, so this is your first card in this deck. We have Repairing the Veil, Forgiveness. This is about forgiveness, making amends, recognition of our unity. Between us all, there is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distant from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have been causing difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you are on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwittingly hostage once you take the role of proprietor or victim, both positions of weakness. Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much needed declaration of freedom. Notice how bright this card is, okay? And notice the butterfly. So for the changing, once you have, like, again, amended this stuff, okay? Next we have the closing door, completion, and then overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. So I have a feeling that this closing door is about you and your boundaries. You're having concerns with that, and the overflow is you're just feeling very overwhelmed at everything that's going on because you're just so like, what the heck, man. So closing door is about endings, completion, your greater calling. Yeah, you're upgrading. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging on far too long. Unlock the cage you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about what others might think or feel. Instead, break your routine, consider what you think and how you feel, and be true to your heart's calling. It's time to walk out the door. If you do not see a door, but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say no more. Remember, as well as that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known you needed to do for a long time. If the door to a project or relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way you would have liked. Take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it is, move on. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job years after we knew it was time to move on? Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things did not work. It is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed door. Give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. The overflow. Too much, overwhelmed, and plenty. So you are very overwhelmed by this decision that you need to make, or that has been made in order for you to move on. Okay? So many good things are headed your way or are already occurring in your life right now. Yet you may be thinking that you're not possible or you're not worthy of them. Just like the first deck, okay? You are kind of stopping yourself. All right. Abundance is everyone's natural state before we project ourselves restrictions on it, defining what it means, who has it, who gets it, and so forth. Right now, take yourself out of your conditioning and look at your life through the eyes of plenty. There is so much beauty in love. Opportunities and divine synchronicities destined to support your dreams abound and are lined up for you. Yet it's sometimes difficult to discern it all because you're bombarded with too much information and stimulation, distracting you from the truth that all is well. Sometimes all is overflow can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself responding with empathy overload. Empathy overload occurs when you tune into the collective angst and fear about impending changes and uncertainties. It's unmanageable. You feel like you're drowning in these emotions. Water sign. Okay. It's time to allow yourself to detach, bring yourself back to your life, restore your faith in a power greater than you, and remind yourself to focus on your smaller personal universe, which is much easier to manage. In this way, you know that you are a conduit for life's blessings and can share them with others, making this perception of overflow profoundly positive. How did that resonate? Whale song resonating is on the bottom. That's too funny. Okay, I'm drawn to another deck. One sec. All right. So this one is, again, adjacent impossibilities. Notice all the doors and how light this is and how they're all open, except for this one up here, the window. Again, it's about the doors. When a door closes, another one opens. It's about finding the right pathway for you and which door is right for you. This is reiterating the other two decks. Angel of Strength came out. This is about having the strength and the perseverance to know that you are doing it correctly, that you are taking the right pathway for you. You can call upon her for help if you want to, but I have a feeling that you're like a lion. So when a lioness has a cub, she's very protective of that cub. You are very protective of everybody around you, and you got to bring that protectiveness to yourself. Happy endings, happy family. Again, notice the rainbow and things. You want everything to be hunky-dory-do, but you have to, again, accept things. Okay, so we have deceit. You are kind of deceiving yourself, I feel like. This isn't coming from someone else. This is coming from you because you are talking yourself out of things. You have to look at things for how they are, or look at how, if a friend came to you with your situation, what advice would you give them? From an outside perspective, what advice would you give that person for what you are going through? Okay, you need to be real with yourself. You're not being real with yourself. You're trying to mask things over. Now we have Man Holding a Coin, Appreciation, and 6th Chakra Archangel Metatron that came out all together. Notice the third eye. He's in charge of the third eye. Okay. Clarity. You need to bring clarity to your life. Again, you can call upon him if you need to or want to. Appreciation. You have a rose in front of you, but you're missing things in the background, okay? Notice the bramble bushes in the background. I think that you're missing those buds that are still there that are going to be blossoming, okay? So you're appreciating everything that's in front of you right now, but you're missing the other things that could be around you. Now, the man with a coin, this can indicate somebody who identifies as male that is going to help you with financial things. So whether that be finances, whether that be investing, whether that be something to do with money. There is somebody that is going to be helping you with all of this, but you have to have clarity in order to understand what this person is going to be telling you and appreciate what they're trying to say, but also do your own research so that you know what's going on in the background, okay? Because then your door to value is going to be opening and you will have an abundance of things coming in. Not only financially, but also security, and you will also feel lifted too, okay? Now, I had victory at the bottom of the deck. So, things are going to be turning out some way or another. Cards don't go by our timeline. Don't know when, but there is going to be a victory. I felt like I needed to split the deck, and I saw this card numerous times while I was shuffling, so I'm not surprised. The other one is all tied up. This is you. You are tying yourself up because you are too focused on the outcome of scenarios. So you need to untie yourself. You are your own jailer right now. You're the one that has to take these off. You are the one that needs to see the blossoming buds in the background, not the thorns. But focus on the blossoming buds and get out of this. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope this resonates with you. Please let me know. And you can untie yourself. You can break away from those chains. It's just going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take you, it's not going to be an overnight thing. You're going to have to put some effort into it, and you're going to have to like kind of click some things up here in order for it to happen. But I think that a lot of it is you're thinking up here, okay, versus your intuition and your third eye. Okay, so this gets in the way sometimes. So you kind of have to do a balancing act of everything to try and get to where you need to be. I hope that makes sense. But let me know. And thank you again for trusting me. And I shall talk to you later. See ya!